All right, guys, we want to take a moment. We want to say what's going on. I'm just saying, we're in the building. We won't be here. Well, we will be here long. We have a show that we're putting together for you. Want to take a moment always, even today when the show is definitely not about us and not about the march or anything like that. It's just a beautiful day when we want to recognize all of our graduates of all ages. It is, I'm just saying, and I always want to thank my lovely co-host, Annika Valley Cole. I always want to thank my play son, homie Quan, big homie Quan from Accelerated Radio to Takeover. And Miss Annika Valley Cole, you might not want to find out where you can find her. But I heard she put down that prosecutor. You don't want to find her. And you don't want her to find you. But anyway, you always know where to find me. Wherever she's at, I'm on the other side. Right beside her. And homie Quan is not far behind. How you guys doing today? Y'all know why we're here? How y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're here to celebrate our graduates from like Little Sun and graduated kindergarten to those who graduated high school, junior high, college, graduate school, and everything in between.
So, Mr. Homie Quan, what you here for, boy?
Well, I'm here because not only is my nephew Isaiah graduating, and a close family friend of mine, Jalen, is graduating, but I'm graduating too. I'm graduating on June 26th. I'll be officially getting my certificate in business administration, and we're here to just have fun. We're here to have a good time. We're here to celebrate our graduates and let them know that, trust me, no one saw this coming back in January when the winter semester ended. No one saw this coming. So we're here to truly exceed expectations as much as we can and say thank you and congratulations to all our graduates.
So, homie, you graduating in June?
Yeah, this month.
I'm hurt you. I thought you had a little bit longer ago. I'm so proud. You see what happens when you set out to do something special for somebody. Now, this young man has been sitting with me and Cherie helping us do this show after show. We don't realize how long. I've gotten even grayer since we've been doing them. And I didn't even know my own play son was graduating. So first of all, let us take a moment, me and Annika, and we're going to celebrate our co-host, big homie Quan, who's graduating this month. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. I'm glad he... Give it up.
Education.
Yes, he is good. He's stepping up the ladder. I'm so proud. So, guys, we're going to give you a show today. Most importantly, what I want to say to the graduates is that whatever you do now, whatever you do, keep in mind you will be a part of history. Not trying to scare you, make it a little bit hard for you, make you want to weigh everything out. But I'm wanting you to know that it does not matter, even if it's kindergarten. Someone's gonna remember. If you say, "Well, I graduated kindergarten in 2020," you graduate. You were going to the first grade when the pandemic. Doesn't matter. I graduated high school. what? How did that feel not having a prom? How did it feel not, or the virtual graduation? But the point is, you did it with grace. You really did, because I didn't hear of anybody losing it or out acting crazy or someone saying, well, they were out doing, they were demanding it. That you guys have, there's a standard that's been set. There is something about this year that you guys, all of it, you will forever remember. There's so much of it. But most importantly, do not let this make you feel anything but stronger for it. And know that there is something in store for each and every one of you. There is a purpose for your life. Now, what you do with this is up to you. But right now, we are so proud of you. There is not much more that I can say about that. It's always great, and everybody's normally celebrating the graduate or the graduation. That's just something that we do, the prom, all of this, so that's the norm. But we're still celebrating. No one's forgot you, even through all the things that are going on. It's still understanding and remembers that you guys have completed an accomplishment in life. And each one of you, no matter what age, is going on to another step in life, and that means something. Now, for you college graduates, I'm being funny here. Don't think because COVID-19 hit, Mom and them ain't gonna want you to get no job. Mom might not keep paying that card note. Daddy might not be so quick to give up that $50. You're only gonna be able to ride off of that for so long, so I suggest you take the time to think about that. But I definitely want to make sure that you guys know, keep pushing further. Yeah. Each one of you, keep pushing further. Learn more, dig deeper, reach higher. You know what I mean? Step higher and higher and higher. You know what I mean? Set a destination that has no limit. Has no limit. There was a guy Martin Luther King spoke with that got out of college, to be very quick. He asked the young brother, all he wanted to do was shake Dr. King's hand. Dr. King shook his hand. Now, mind you, he'd graduated law school. Dr. King said, I'm so proud of you. You're going to be a lawyer. What are you going to do with yourself? He said, well, I'll probably work in a firm for a while. He said, that's great. That's great. So admirable. So what else are you going to do? He said, well, I hope to have my own firm in about 7 to 10 years. Well, that's admirable. That's admirable. I hope to work like you, Dr. King. I hope to grow my firm and bring on my fellow Black Americans, into the fold. And he said, oh, that's great. That's great. He said, well, then what do you do? Well, I hope to retire and help my children with their children. And Dr. King said, looked so simple with the man. He didn't look pleased. And the young man said, is something wrong, Dr. King? And he said, you haven't set your dreams high enough. And the young man didn't understand what he meant. He said, you should set them so high that they exceed, you know what I mean, a limit of expectation. And when you've reached that expectation, you're already moving forward again because you've set another goal. See, each goal that you set, you know what I mean, when you exceed that one, then you should already have another one in motion. Not be ready to let the mind sit still because you've reached a certain age. And I forgot that. And that's the one thing I want to tell you. Keep reaching and keep pushing. And whatever you excel at, find something else and push further at that. Now, don't you act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Miss Biochemist and an attorney at law. Now, co-host of a show. So keep setting the bar. Just keep setting the bar. And I say it each time, and I mean it for you. From me, knowledge is power, but love is everything. And I wish you all the knowledge that your head can hold. And I'm sending you all the love your heart can hold. And that's for me. I'm just saying. Now, Miss Annika has something she wants to say to you.
Well, I was listening to you, Miss Dion, and I was thinking about my dad. My dad is a Black man from South Los Angeles, and he got into it with my grandfather, about high school prom. And my father ended up dropping out of high school to punish my grandfather when my grandfather told him he could not borrow the family car and take his date to the prom. So my dad bummed around. He got some tickets. He met my mom, and she talked to him and said, "What is your dream? What is your goal in life? What is it that you want to do with yourself?" And my father told my mother, "I want to be a doctor." And from there, they set out. My dad is a high school dropout, went to community college, got his GED, got his associate's degree, got his college degree, got into the best medical schools in the country, Harvard, UCSF, graduated from UCSF while raising my brothers and I, and opened up, followed his heart and his dream, which was to provide health care to those who could not afford it. And it's a dream that I was raised up in and share, and my older brother is a doctor now, my middle brother is a doctor now. I went to medical school, and we do believe that healthcare is a fundamental right. But most importantly, one thing my dad said to me, and I wanted to share this with everybody, is, he grew up, going to school in a time when the civil rights movement was in full effect, okay? Before some of the fundamental case law that we've come to rely on actually came through. And he said to me, Annika, education is something that no one can ever take from you. They may take your job. Recently, we've been talking about life, okay? But education is something that once gained, if you put in the time and you learn, can never be taken away from you. It cannot be erased. And so I encourage everyone, I think it was Kyle Kazuma of the Lakers recently talked about, our 2020 civil rights movement, the COVID-inspired 2020 civil rights movement. And he said, you got to keep pushing it, working hard, and you got to go and get your education. Because they can take your place on the team. They can fire you, take your car, and heck, they can even take your life. But education and the opportunity to learn is something once given cannot be taken away. Our minds are terrible things to waste, and we don't have one mind to waste. So I say congratulations to everyone, including our co-host, our big homie Quan. Congratulations. And what you got to say to our graduates?
Well, I have to say personally that this was one of the most unexpected times to graduate and to be a part of something that's going on. What inspired me to go back to school or even go through training to get, my certification, and this is what I want to say to the graduates, that you have to believe in yourself so deeply that when no one else can believe you, that the belief in yourself between you and God is what's going to keep you strong. And only keep you strong because you just won't need strength. You need endurance, you need faith, you need love, but also you need sanity. And one of the things that kept me motivated through this time was I saw this video of a man that went through the same program like me, and he didn't do the same things like I did. He caused the ruckus, all kinds of different trouble, but he stuck with the program pay because he didn't want to go back on food stamps. That was his motivation. I didn't want to go back on food stamps. And slowly but surely, he went from just being a, normal bus driver for the Long Beach Transit to then becoming a supervisor. And then now he's one of the main managers of the whole district in Seattle, Washington, for transit, making almost over $100,000 a year. And I say that to say this: you can reach your goals, you can accomplish your goals, Because every goal, any goal is achievable. But what will you do to now set your goal another level? Because you can accomplish a goal, but can you accomplish what you cannot see yourself accomplish? And that's my motivation. That's my speech to you. Can you see yourself accomplishing what you did not know you can accomplish?
Sometimes it don't go your way. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes. But I had a plan. I had it mapped out. Oh, I knew where I was going when I left out. You couldn't tell me that I wouldn't be there on time. 'Cause I have some guarantees, I had a deadline. But now I know things change for better or worse. You could say that I'm the same, but I ain't just the two of the hurt. So many no's, so many yeses. No one to blame, don't got the answers. I felt the pain, I can't attest it. That's just the game, and I respect it, yeah. 'Cause sometimes it don't go your way. Sometimes, and sometimes you gon' have those days, yeah. And sometimes you feel out of place. You can't promise me it'll be the same, no. 'Cause sometimes change.
I come to you from unceded indigenous Tongva and Chumash lands in what is now known as Los Angeles, a city founded by Black Mexicans in a state built on female, Mexican, Asian American, and working class labor from an area known as South Central LA. Yay, yay, as Ice Cube would say back in the day. It's my pleasure to greet you all and say congratulations on your accomplishment. Whether you're graduating from preschool, kindergarten, sixth grade, middle school, high school, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a doctorate, a certificate, or a GED. You deserve props, along with those who have helped you to get to where you are today, from your ancestors to your current family and community, however you may define that. You all deserve major props as well. Whether you're in community now or by yourself, please give yourself a pat on the back. Please hug yourself. I mean it, really. Hug yourself, congratulate yourself, celebrate yourself and your accomplishments in a way that's healthy, please. There's much uncertainty in the air these days. We don't know whether we'll be getting sick if we walk outside our door because of COVID-19, or if we'll be targeted by some other social ill. But as long as we're breathing, we still have the opportunity to make choices, and our choices shape our chances. Let me repeat that. You and I are proof that despite insurmountable odds, our choices do help shape our chances. Just like wearing a mask shapes yours and our chances. Just like social distancing shapes yours and our chances. Getting an education shapes our chances. Graduating from whatever program you're graduating from, that shapes your chances too. You see, many of us aren't even supposed to make it out of high school. This society is rigged against us. So I hope you'll indulge me right now and really do give yourself some love. If you're working class, poor, Black, brown, and immigrant, or indigenous, you're supposed to drop out even before you make it out of high school. So if you're graduating, once again, from pre-K, kinder, middle school, or high school, please hug yourself. If you're graduating from community college with an associate's degree, hug yourself too. Now, you know that you're not even supposed to graduate with a bachelor's degree. So if you're getting your BA or BS degree, hug yourself too. If you're getting a master's or a professional degree, please show yourself some love and hug yourself. If you finish a doctorate, well, you're in such a small group, less than 1% of the population, that you get a chance, you get to change your title to doctor. So hug yourself, because the odds are even harder for you. If you're a woman, and you're lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, two-spirit, queer, questioning, or gender nonconforming, or immigrant. So if you are a woman and or LGBTQ, please hug yourself. Now, I'm not forgetting those of you who get your GEDs or certificates, because those are important too. Pat yourselves on the back. Hug yourselves too. Heck, if you're graduating during COVID-19, hug yourself. If you help one of these graduates get to where they've gotten, hug yourself too. The important thing for you graduates is that you're accomplishing goals despite adversity. Heck, you're graduating in the middle of a pandemic. Tell me that that isn't accomplishing a goal despite adversity. How many of us can say that? Not many of us, I'll tell you. If you're graduating during the season, you're earning a special badge of honor. Don't forget that. You deserve a special message on your cap because you not only have grit, but you also have vision. It is 2020 after all. Get it? Vision. You, the class of 2020, are accomplishing a vision. That may be one of your ancestors' visions as well as yours. Keep that up, please, because I really hope that your class's vision will help us get through this pandemic and all the other pandemics that we're dealing with. Poverty, racism, sexism, homophobia, and so forth. You feel me? So once again, before I depart, hug yourself. And if you can do so safely, hug each other. I love you, whomever you are, because you are my neighbor in both the physical, but most importantly, in the metaphorical sense. Thank you for showing us that despite schools closing, you can still graduate. Thank you for showing us that despite adversity, there is hope. So one thing that I hope you remember, if anything, from this speech, is to continue to set and strive towards your goals. Build your community that will help you thrive, because we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors, and most importantly, celebrate your accomplishments. Think about the kind of ancestor you want to be, and hug yourself. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Just Liv, and I would like to send a huge congratulations to the entire class of 2020, including my baby sister, Lydia Walker. You guys are talented, incredible, and perseverant. And if you can overcome this, you're destined for greatness. Pressure's on, yeah, it's hot. I'll tell you the story of have not. When you don't know, when you don't got, till you need it. Scrambling for that dough, boy. But everybody's alright, we're all alright. I need to catch a break now. Gotta make a way somehow. Oh, I gotta figure it out. Oh, help me, Lord. Take you to a city where the budget is tight and you can pay your car note or you can keep on your lights. She chose the latter, so she gotta wake up early at 5. Ride big buses for an hour to a job she don't like and she's tired. This here ain't right. This can't be life, but she's alright. Yeah, alright. Walk you through a neighborhood where children survive. Ain't got no daddy at home and mom be working at night. Look up to homie round the corner, said he's living the life. You can be a baller too if you just slang a few dimes, so you try that gangster life. Too young to die, but he's alright. Alright, we need to catch a break now. Gotta make a way somehow. Oh, I gotta figure it out. Oh, help me, Lord. Tell you about a brother made a child out of 5. Big bro and pop had a role, killing himself to provide. Now he's a father to his nephews and his nieces. He grinds, a husband to 2 widows, still living his own life as he strives to keep his dreams alive. His art is life and he's alright. Alright, so I'm a young sister of color in the prime of my life. Somehow I found my way home, the walls caving late at night. Cause I just wanna be alone so I can exhale and write. Finding solace on the balcony beneath the moonlight. As I ride, I'm free behind the margin lines, and I'm alright. Alright, I need to catch a break now. Gotta make a way somehow. Oh, I gotta figure it out. Oh, help me, Lord. Ooh, pressure's on, yeah, it's hot. Tell you the story of have not, where you don't know what you don't got till you need it. Yeah, the pressure's on and it's hot. Tell you the story of have not, where you don't know where you don't got till you need it.
Call you Juice.
I'll take juice, preferably juice.
Yeah, you still juicing?
Trying.
So basically what we want to do is have you just briefly break down how this affected you,
Right.
COVID-19. Because we first, let's let everybody know who you are. The Juice Mackins. Mr. Mackins is well known because he was also on Broadway with The Prom.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've done a lot of other things that are yet that we're going to be showing people for people to know really how hard you work. We're not even want some things. It's amazing because this young man comes from a family of humble people. They've worked with, stood beside so many, people. His grandfather is creator of the Lindy Hop. So, and work with Count Basie and a lot of other people, but this is a generation of music and dance. This is what you really see and what you're looking at, a history of it. And he also, aside from being, you guys performed a part of the poem at the Academy Awards, did you not?
A portion of The Prom at the Tonys. Yes, ma'am.
At the Tonys, y'all did it at the Tonys. So you were there up front and center on stage with quite a few well-known actors, and they were watching you guys do your stuff.
Yes, ma'am. I was taking track of like how they have the seats reserved. I was in my head who's going. I wasn't like looking around. So people were like, hey, where are you? I was from the seats that I could see. I was like, okay, they're sitting there. And they're going to put them there because that's that show. And, okay. So I was like clocking everyone in my head.
Yeah, I caught some of that on YouTube, and you guys got a hell of an applause for what you did. Your performance was mind-blowing. I'm like, I wish I had that kind of energy. It makes me want to go back. Tell them, Juice, how old you are and what age you started dancing.
I'm 23. I started dancing when I was, I believe, 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why. I mean, no one really forced me into it. I just sort of gravitated towards it because like, obviously it was around, but no one really was like, this is what you're going to be. Until I made the choice of like, this is what I'm going to be now that everyone was like hyper-focused.
So, and you attend college in New York.
Fordham University, graduate 2020.
Yeah, 2020, year of COVID-19.
Right.
Now, before this, your mom was planning an ultimate celebration.
Yes, she was.
And I know you were ready for that walk.
Oh, I was ready. I was ready for that walk. Oh my! I was practicing for a year. That was my motivation to get through the last stretch of college. Was the celebration and just to see my family's reaction.
So, how did you feel with COVID-19 and knowing that? First of all, with COVID, knowing that you were going to have to take classes at home.
It part of it didn't seem real, because you hear about it happening in other countries, but then once it's like in your city and you hear about like 2 cases, in my mind, someone was like, "Oh no, it'll be over." I was like, "New York is congested. Like one person can take the train and they come in contact with hundreds of people,
Yeah.
so we don't even know." And it doesn't seem like we're taking it seriously. And then it just increased, and then Fordham, it increased so fast in a matter of like 2 days that Fordham made sure that a lot of students had to leave. They was like, "You can leave, and when it's safe, we'll have you guys to come back if it's safe." A lot of students left that day who could, like, packed up a lot of their clothes, took a bus, took a plane back home. But I was still in New York because I was like on the fence about it. I was like, going back to LA, that's a commitment. Like if I go back, I'm going back.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I want to be like 100% sure. And then like 5 days later, me and mom were like, you have to come home. So then for me, it wasn't just packing up my clothes and then going back. I had to pack up my entire room and like get rid of a lot of things and have like a good friend of mine house some of my stuff. Like my record player is in New York in my friend's apartment. I miss it. And but literally just like the uprootedness of it all. And like some of those people who left the first day were a lot of people's friends. So you didn't even get to like say goodbye or see you later or to like, have that full conclusive camaraderie. So that was like just another stab in the heart. And then when you're sitting at home and then they're saying, "Oh, you have to attend classes," I can understand, teachers need to keep their salaries in because that's their job. However, the motivation for all students is like, it's not there. You want me to try to write this paper and look at you through a screen for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I understand the energy that I can give out is not, might not be as conducive to you, but it's also like for the seniors, our lives are just like a fume. And it's like it felt like it was just, dissipating into history. Like, and we don't get, like, when you see other seniors, you see they have their, like, final performances, their solos, their showcases, and, like, their final projects. And you work to get to that because you see as a freshman, you're like, okay, I'm going to later, like, get to that specific point. I'm gonna show off my specific talents. And when that's ripped away, you're like, that's it. So I talked to a lot of people. It hurt because we didn't get the necessary closure or the most desired closure at that.
Well, and the thing I want people to understand about you, Wayne, and why you're saying this and you're saying to showcase your talent, tell them what your major was.
I was a theater major, so showcase is big.
Yeah. And also the degree is in theater, right?
Yes, ma'am. BA in theater. Yeah.
So now with everything that's happening, you have another issue because the arts are going to hurt.
Oh, the arts is in a big impact. Broadway is obviously shut down. Yeah. And I think out of the multiple entertainment or the performing medias, Broadway or plays are going to be the last to like come back because you're sitting shoulder to shoulder to someone and not just watching on television. Like a camera crew, you can sort of try to, even like on set, it's a lot of people. You can try to manipulate, like, okay, let's cut down on what we actually do and we access to people. And if they have enough funds, like, let's see if we can get, decent amount of testing. With the play, you're like in close quarters with your dressers, with the head costume people, stage managers, set designers, and just everyone on stage. So it's like it's easier for that to spread. So media is taking a big impact. I know Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all of that, their sales have spiked because we're all home. But when it comes to making and creating like different forms of entertainment and storytelling, it's never just one person, which makes it hard.
Wow. So do you have a backup plan right now?
Well, backup plan is like still the first plan. It's just to make what I can make on my own and then actually just collaborate with friends, like call them, be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? Have Zoom meetings, and literally actually take this time to like rest and to study like multiple different plays. Like if you ask my mom, she's like, oh, how many books is Juice reading? Well, he cycles through books every day. So it takes me a while to finish one book. So I'm like, my interest is hopping to a different book. So I'm trying to trim down. So just read as many books as I can and practice what I can practice, control what I can control, and not do it for the simple fact of, oh, work, but do it for the fact of like, okay, this is what I love and I'm gonna learn something from it. Because right now, we're all technically at the same, starting line. We're all paused in our own marathon. It's just like now everybody has that starting line in front of them. No matter where you are in your own specific race, you have to restart wherever you are.
Yeah. We'll talk because there's some ideas I have. We'll talk because there's some things that you guys can do through Zoom, and I can help showcase and put it out there.
Yes, ma'am.
That you might can come up with, like you got. We'll talk about it. We won't nobody steal it. So I gotta talk to you later.
We got to keep it on the wraps.
Yeah, seriously, because I'm telling you, you got the people, and then I got some people that you kind of know of or heard of that are doing pretty well. You can put some things together, and now we can do it with what we have.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, it can be done, and that gives you something, you know what I mean, to keep your face out there, because this is not gonna last forever, son. So keep your head up and be ready.
Exactly.
This is short. It's long. It seems long lived, and one day you'll look back and think that it was not as long as it felt.
Right. And I'm gonna take this time because if I can rest now, I was talking to my good friend Jewel. We were talking about taking that time to reflect and really learn about yourself rather than I'm doing something in order to achieve something else. I'm doing this in order to achieve a higher clarity of myself. So I know I need to rest more, or I need to do more cardio, or I need to work on language development and things like that. So it's like taking this forced vacation, staycation. That's how I'm gonna look at it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be still. Because once that gate opens, I'm hitting the ground running. I'm hitting the ground running hard. So best way to be prepared is to stay prepared.
So you giving the other young people something to reflect on. You're a college student, so make sure, like I said, I'm glad of everything you're saying is perfect because your mentality is that of someone who's just graduated college. No, it's not negative. It's saying that the high school kids that were seniors that are about to go to college, they need to listen. You're giving them great knowledge because they need to understand that it will be greater later. And if you do have to take your first semester online, do that. It's just the start. It's the start. It's not how we start. Sometimes for them, it's going to be how they finish. You who realize your new start, your finish was a little iffy, but you're on point about it. Because you're already at the door ready. You're knowing that it's just a halt. It's not a stop.
The only way it stops is if I stop.
Yeah.
But
you New York, so you know Puffy. Can't stop, won't stop.
Not at all. Not at all.
So listen, I want you to give we had the celebration. We're gonna show that, don't worry. Yeah, I love that. I mean, I thought that was so creative. I almost want you, but I know time is so, you know what I mean? I wish I grabbed you soon and had you put something together so you could have your big moment. But I got to talk to you because I got some ideas.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I really do. That I think you're going to find quite amazing.
I believe you.
Yeah, for real. Because I'm telling you, there's things that you can still be doing and you'll enjoy doing it. And it will be you guys and your creative mind. And I know it'll blow people away. Because I watched something you did. It was a skit. And I watched something you did. So, Oh,
yeah. So I'm capable.
Yeah. So I watch what you did, so I know, and I know your friends and the people you hang around that are all in this industry have the same skills you have. So when you bring those minds together with determination, there's nothing you still can't do.
Absolutely.
So what I want you to do, though, because I'm going to definitely show that celebration you did, with your mom and what y'all did. I thought it was amazing. But I want you to give the young high school kids something. And also, everyone is not as, you have something in you. It's called the will to survive and live. And sometimes that's because you have a village in your life. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people that love you and care about you, a lot of them, and that want the best. And some people are struggling because, think about it, this was it for them because this is all they had. And it's all they have. And there's no one there to say, hey, it's okay. And put a little bit more wisdom in you, a little bit more knowledge. So give them something and give these young high school seniors that have just graduated something for me.
If you can, this helps me. If I can understand or know where I was yesterday, and I can understand how I got there today, then I have an idea of what I should do to be there tomorrow or be closer there tomorrow. And I was talking to my old high school. I said this. I said, whenever someone says, don't take something for granted or don't take advantage of something in a negative connotation, I always thought about it like, okay, let's flip it. What if you did take it for granted? What if you hated it in its full perspective? What if you loved it in its full perspective? And what if you really enjoyed it in its full, in its all of its glitz and glory? You know, if you really take something for granted, that literally means you experienced it till its highest, not just the good, not just the bad. So take it for what it is. And we are a part of a historic class. We graduated virtually
Mm-hmm.
during 2020, the era of like, you know, visionaries.
Yeah.
So take this plight, take this, you know, anger or angst, hold it, because we're going to redirect it into something powerful, but know that where we are now is not where we're going to always be. And where you are now, if you have an idea of where you want to go, even if it's like just half a step further, you'll be able to make it. Because if you think about it, you can definitely conceive it.
Wow. That's juice, guys. That's the juice. And they're gonna get a few samples of why we call you the juice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt. And so I know you have class. This young brother is still moving and doing things. He just stopped through for a minute to say something great and show you that you never give up.
Not at all.
Yeah, and he's gonna keep on pushing. And I want to thank you, brother. Thank you for being a graduate, for pushing through my brother and making sure that you did make it over the finish line. And
Yes.
like you said, it's the time of 2020 virtually. You made history with it. More history. You're gonna have something to tell your grandkids.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? They're gonna be speaking about you, your generation, the high school generation, and the college class of 2020, forevermore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, y'all better do great things, as he's saying, because the world is looking at you.
Right. Now it's time for us to rise to the occasion of how
Yes.
we see people that we admire.
Yeah,
Let's turn the mirror, admire ourselves, and do the great things that we admire them to do, that we
Yes.
admire them for.
yeah, because people do admire you guys. Everything is not a front. People, they're heartfelt, it's genuine,
Yes,
and and also because they know your hard work. But the inspiration in you
Mm.
gives me chills, and that's the truth. So juice, keep juicing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Keep popping it, keep doing it, and I'm gonna be reaching out to you.
I'm here.
Yeah, ask your mama about me. She'll be like, oh yeah, she'll be reaching because she knows I'm business. My mind is always working. But I thank you. We thank you so much for being a graduate of 2020, and the world is yours. And you guys, you college students and you high school students, we need the change. And if you can get through this as you have, you can do anything.
Right.
So don't let nobody stop you.
Not at all.
All right, keep juicing.
Will do.
All right. Sending love to you and your family,
All
man.
right.
All right, now.
Appreciate you, Mike.
No problem. Take it easy. Be safe out there.
Absolutely. Cautious.
Yes, very much so.
See you.
All right, now.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting on the day of his commencement of his graduation from Fordham University with a Bachelor of Arts degree, Wayne Juice Mackins Harris.
I look like Bay. I look like Bay. I look like Bay. I look like Bay. Hey.
Hi, good morning. It's Sunday morning. I just woke up. We've been going through a lot of changes in life. The last couple of days, there's been a lot that's happened in my life. There's been a lot to happen in the world. But I wanted to come here and I wanted to congratulate each and every graduate for all of your efforts and commitment to get to this point in your life. Is truly appreciated by me because the world needs leaders. As you go on to your next chapter, remember As you wake, change is constant. Life can be tough, but the good times will make up for that. If you can accept this reality and allow yourself to adjust, you will sail through life. I want you to dream, create, and manifest new opportunities. Never be afraid to say no. And first, love you. Love this. Never go with the norm. Because you were uniquely made. We're all supposed to be different. Each and every day, be humble and give thanks and strive to help others. This is your time. Enjoy your journey. I love you.
Dear graduate, congratulations on reaching a milestone. Yes, you have achieved and are about to embark on a wonderful new adventure. But before I continue, let's take a moment to reflect on the people who helped you get here. Your circle of supporters, your parents, siblings, grandparents, extended family, teachers, mentors, and friends who are there to cheer you on and encourage you when things look too difficult to overcome. You were able to achieve because you were not and you are not alone. Because behind each graduate stands a circle of support, a community who have helped mold each student over the years. You have been empowered by the support you have received and in turn have learned to empower others as a result. Oftentimes in life, you might feel that you are alone, but you always have a circle of support around you. Sometimes you need to reach out and ask for help from others, and at other times I hope you will be the one offering help to those around. Especially now, in times of COVID-19, it is easy to feel alone and isolated. Please reach out to your family and friends and neighbors. Your one kind word or gesture can really make their day. To all the graduates, things might look daunting due to COVID-19, but even in the toughest of times, there is opportunity. Look for it. Listen for it. Reach into the wisdom and experience you've achieved so far in your life and see how you can make a difference. With the challenge of the pandemic, we saw your incredible determination shine through as you continue to persevere and adapt to new circumstances and new ways of doing things. This has set you apart from every other graduating class before you. You are well poised to take on the future's unknowns because you have already experienced transitions and changing and challenging circumstances and made it to graduation. There is one word I would like to share with you, graduating class of 2020. This word has been a guiding force in my own life, and it is one that I continue to live by. This word is integrity. Cultivating integrity is by no means an easy feat, but it is vital and important because it instills responsibility, honesty, humility, kindness, perseverance, and truthfulness. As a community leader, I have had many wonderful opportunities to share with hundreds of teens and young adults about integrity. It is always heartwarming to me when these young people will call at critical times in their life to ask about career choices. I cherish these calls because they're really calling to ask for validation of their choice to choose integrity when it is so hard and so much easier to follow the easy path. When integrity is instilled into your character, you will be guided to do the right thing and to stand up and speak out even when it's difficult. With integrity as your guide, our future generations can look beyond themselves and create positive changes in our communities in their own ways. Our graduates have the power to become true agents for change. And so I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each graduate of the class of 2020. There is nothing you can't do. So look to the future and be hopeful. Go out and always do the right thing.
I always felt like my parents didn't even acknowledge the fact that I graduated. So from that day forward, every small thing that was given to me in my life, I always appreciated it. So with this day, don't worry about the fact that you're not walking across the stage and you don't have thousands of people clapping for you. If your family is behind you and they're celebrating it, that's all that you really need. And just use the next 18 years of your life to compare where you're at now to where you want to be in 18 years, and make sure that you chase your dreams. You never follow them. You chase your dreams, you catch it, and you accomplish them, because that you may be having kids in the near future and you want them to be able to live a life better than what yours is right now. And even if you're living a good life, so congratulations, enjoy it, plan to prepare for the future, and just enjoy life. Make sure that the job that you have is not a job, it's something that you love doing. Accomplish your goals. Know that if there is a struggle, take the struggle. It can be a beautiful struggle. It can help you become more mature in life, and just be ready for whatever God prepares for you and the struggles and the good things that life is going to have. But from this day forward, when you look back at your graduation, just appreciate the fact that your family is loving you, they're supporting you, and they're happy that you accomplished this amazing goal. Congratulations.
Situations to empower my people. We organize and demonstrate because we seek change. We'll resist, my nigga, until we get change. Real bars for your soul, but you don't hear me though. Real hip hop is not played on the radio. King.
I believe that children are our future. Teach them well, but let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laughter, let them remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided
Dankjewel voor alles wat je voor me hebt gedaan.
Visions that can change the world, trapped inside an ordinary girl. She looks just like me, too afraid to dream out loud. And though it's simple, your idea, it won't make sense to everybody. You need courage now if you're gonna persevere. You gotta answer when you're called, so don't be afraid to face the world against all odds. Keep the dream alive, don't let it die. It's something deep inside, keeps inspiring you to drive. Don't stop and never give up. Don't ever give up on you. Don't give up. Every victory comes in time. Work today to change tomorrow. It gets easier. Who's to say that you can't fly? Every step you take, you get closer to your destination. Can't you feel it now? Don't you know you're almost there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta answer when you're called, so don't be afraid to face the world against all odds.
tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains.
And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up,
and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
and I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up,
And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
for you,
For you,
for you,
for you.
when the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe.
And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet.
Move mountains.
Bring it to its feet. Move.
And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up,
And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope.
And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise up 1,000 times again.
And we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up,
And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you,
for you,
for you.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations, class of 2020. This is so exciting. I am so happy for you. And I want you to understand and believe me when I say that you have set the stage for all students who will come after you. You are the chosen class. The whole world celebrates with you. You are the class chosen to demonstrate extreme honor, persistence, passion, and fortitude. We are graduating with you. And why are we graduating with you? It is because as a nation, we are all being asked to graduate into a new normal. Although you are not having the traditional graduation ceremony in a physical venue with family and friends cheering you on, you, my dear graduate, will forever be remembered as the graduating class that beat the odds of this pandemic. Keep in mind that all the work you have completed, activities you were involved in, sleepless nights studying, the ups and the downs that you endured over the last 12 years have prepared you for this moment in time. You will lead us into the new normal because you didn't give up and nor did you throw in the towel because of the setbacks. There is much uncertainty right now for those of you who have made the decision to continue your education by going to college. You don't know if you will be attending college on a campus, or you don't know if you will be taking classes online. I am an educator, and throughout my lifetime of educating young people, you possess an awesome trait, and that trait is resilience. Just take a moment and think about what you have endured and accomplished throughout your educational pursuit. Think about what makes you unique. Could it be that you are the first in your family to graduate? Could it be that you are graduating despite the fact that you have been in foster care? Could it be that you are graduating in spite of a parent being incarcerated? Could it be that you are graduating even though your parents divorced? Could it be that you are graduating even though you had someone tell you that you wouldn't? Think about it. What have you overcome to be here right now in this moment? Class of 2020, be vigilant and stepping into the unknown, and know that you are not alone. It's time to stay still and embrace what you don't know. We all don't know, or we all don't have the answers of what is happening now. The class of 2020, you are charged with the task of showing the world how to evolve in the COVID-19 pandemic. You, the class of 2020, will be our leaders in demonstrating that there is no stopping us now. You, the class of 2020, have and will demonstrate the resilience it takes to step into the new normal. This pandemic has pulled the covers off of inequalities that have far too long been overshadowed by rhetoric, hidden agendas, and politics. You, the class of 2020, demonstrate that you are overcomers. I want to challenge you right now to stand up and stand for justice for all. You have the power to make your voices heard. You know what it feels like to be disadvantaged. You, the class of 2020, are equipped with the passion to fight for a healthy society. Now it's time to use your head with all that you have learned, and to use your heart with all that you have endured to make a better tomorrow. You will set the stage. This is a call to action for you, class of 2020. I ask you, what will you do with this experience? How will you use your voice? How will you use your vote? You are not experiencing a commencement ceremony, close and in person with all the pomp and circumstances, but you are chosen to commence. Commence means to begin or to start. What will you start? Who will you take along for the ride? How will you show up in the world? Will you get through this? Yes, you will. All that you are feeling and experiencing will one day be behind you. It will make sense down the road. The youth under you and the adults before you need your hands on the rope. We need you to pull harder and harder and never let go. If one hand comes off the rope, it weakens the strength of the tug. Class of 2020, you are the OGs, the originals. You are the first class in the 21st century to not have a prom, senior activities, and a formal graduation ceremony. But you are doing it virtually. Who can say that? That this is their experience before you? Nobody. You are trailblazers. Some of you are going to college, and some of you will enter the workforce. Embrace it. In my experience as an athlete and coach, you have starters and you have players that come off the bench. Class of 2020, you are starters. You are not coming off the bench. You are not the second string, the practice team. You are the starting lineup. Put your uniforms on, step on the court, and give 100% of energy to winning the game of life. Believe me when I say you can do it. Embrace your calling. Embrace each other. No matter the color of your skin, race, or gender, you are all on the court together. I challenge you to act today on how you want to show up in the world. Your social media platform will define who you are, so be careful what you post. Once you press or click that send button, it is forever who you are. I want to share some essential tools with you. Number 1, respect yourselves and others. Number 2, understand that life is hard. Maya Angelou said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Number 3, don't be afraid to fail. Maya Angelou says, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it." And number 4, make a plan and feel free to make changes. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Class of 2020, you are the butterfly that will make a change. Here are some things that you will possibly say years down the road. You'll say things like, "Remember what life was like before COVID-19? Remember our online graduation? Remember when all the schools were closed down because of COVID-19? You'll probably say things like, "Remember how disappointed you were when you found out that you were not having a prom or graduation?" You might say, "Remember how lonely you felt when you couldn't hang out with your friends?" When you speak of this moment in time of the pandemic, you will say, "Remember before." And life has gone on, and you will then say, "Remember after the pandemic?" Class of 2020, your after will not be the same as your before the pandemic. From this day forward, your life will be what you make of it. Choose you and be you. I congratulate you again for your resilience, your passion, and your determination. Take this forward and remember, we love you, we support you, we are inspired for the possibilities of what will bring into the future of this great nation, and that is you. Blessings and prosperities, and I encourage you to seize every moment of new possibilities. You are winners, and you are diamonds in the raw. Peace and love.
A. Risker.
The double silver honor cord as our class salutatorian. She has received an emerald green honor cord for academic distinction and a white honor cord in recognition of completing the IB diploma program. Tony has received all opportunities to study abroad. Tony describes herself as kind, funny, and an observant leader. Congratulations, Tony. Jensen.
Lord, we praise you. We magnify you for your goodness and your mercy towards us. Thank you for another day. Let us see that wasn't promised to us. God, I bring this prayer on the behalf of all the graduates around this world, from the preschoolers and the elementary students, from the junior high students, the high school students, and the college grads, those who are going on for doctorates and further degrees. I ask in the name of Jesus that you bless. Father, we know that your power can reign and keep them and shelter them. What is it about a graduate that now has a diploma and going on to excellency? What is it about your word that allows them to have progress and a continuation? I know that 1 Thessalonians 5:24, glory be to God, talks about faithfulness is he that calleth you, who also will do it in the name of Jesus. Do it for them, God. Keep them covered in your blood. Allowing them to understand that it was a battle they had to fight. They had to come through whatever level of grade they needed to get where they're going. There's no battle that you won't see them through. There's no road that you won't have them to drive through. And there's no height that you will not take them through. Father, I ask that you bless them. Lord, I ask that the desires of the heart come to pass. I ask when they pray in secret that you reward them openly. I ask that you let their parents continue to have ways and provide ways for them to do all that they need to do in school and outside of school and have careers that will blossom like never before. I ask that all students, God, be blessed and through this trying time of COVID-19 have the ability to understand that they were chosen for a time such as this to come through without having to walk across the stage, but get their diplomas from home and do a Zoom or a virtual meeting or process or drive to the school to let the teachers and the students know that they were loved and they did well. So I ask that you bless them, Father. I ask that you continue, God, to set precedents in their life for them to move forward, God, like never before each day. God, I ask that what they learn stick to them, God, and resonate in their heart and in their mind so that they're able to strive to meet every goal and every job, every career option, and the things that are going to come up for them now and forevermore. Citywide, locally, European-wide, I ask that you bless them, God. Keep the enemy away from them, God. Cover them in your blood, God, in the name of Jesus. That your power rest on them, God. And you give them a sense of purpose like never before. That the purpose that you give them inspire them, God, to leave a legacy, hallelujah, to their family and their kids. That you get the glory, God. That you have done it, God. Help us to remember, in all thy getting, get an understanding. And I leave you with this in the name of Jesus. Every giant that appears to be bigger than you, there's God that's in you that's bigger than every giant. And there's nothing that can hold you back from slaying that giant. We bless you, we praise you, God, and we thank you for all that you've done and all that you're going to do. And we bless you so much, God, for covering us and keeping us with the right mind, looking after these students and wanting them to have the best that you can provide. We ask these blessings in Jesus' name. Amen and amen.
I would have gave up everything if it wasn't for you, God. If it wasn't for you, God. Yeah, 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 yeah. I never. When I look back over everything you brought me through, I held on to you, God. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, ready?
Never could have made it without you. Never, 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 never.
Hi, Fiverr. We're really proud of all of your accomplishments, and we just wanted to say congratulations.
So we want to say that we are proud of you. We hope you enjoyed the show. No, we couldn't get everybody's picture and throw on here, and that would be almost impossible, but it could have been done. I don't know, but I do know that it is for you. Every graduate, even big homie Quan. Yes, and I want to thank my co-hosts, both of them, Annika Valley Cole and big homie Quan, who helped me shake it up, stir it up every show, and who's always around to make sure that we're able to do little things like this. So we hope that you enjoy the show, and we hope that you know how much we do love and appreciate each and every one of you, and how much we wish you graduates nothing but the best in the future. You've already set a bar. You've already broke a mold. Now let's reach for another goal now. Annika, tell them good night.
We just want to say good night. Much love and peace. Remember, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And you're not wasting it, baby. Enjoy it.
She gonna have a drink for y'all, a little glass of champagne. What about you, Quan?
I just gotta say, hey, to everyone out there, with everything that's going on and things opening up, I just have to say, enjoy yourself, boost your immune system, and hey, enjoy life. You just accomplished a huge goal, just like I did. Let's enjoy life, because hey, this is our only life to live. We don't have infinite lives. It's not a video game. So let's make use of this one life we have and impact not just what you can do, but impact someone else that you can help out with.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about. So we want to say that, and we want to let you know again that we love you. As I said, knowledge is power. You have acquired that and are acquiring that. And love is everything. I'm just saying, we're so proud of you. We love you, graduates. You guys have a good one. And like Quan say, enjoy life. But be careful. Be safe. I know they're opening back up, but I want to make sure I say this. It's still, no one has told us that they found a cure for this pandemic. So enjoy yourself safely. Be smart. And continue to strive. We love you. And we out.
Inglewood bred and born, a heartless tyrant, leave him silent, can't heed the science, I spit that Cali climate, right is when I'm around, the war zone's first lady, stay holding it down, 80s baby, but see lately I've been peeping the scene, these new chicks getting ratchet, bees labeled a queen, these new chicks getting ratchet, bees labeled a queen, they ball so out of practice, I can blaze them clean, this is nothing, you want more, you can look me up, the game's like a snow globe that I just shook up, cause all I see is flakes and they falling by the hundreds, see the fire that they fake, BZ got it in abundance. This West Coast chick here to set the message clear. Blue ribbon pedigree, them must bringing up the rear. This year, you gon' see it if you ain't already noticed that my mind's on another level. And I don't wanna hold it in my mother's older friend said I had the coldest pen and she done read book to teach your mind how to bold a bit. See, I ain't playing busy, gotta be the hottest chick been labeled grade A by a top toxicologist. The knowledge from the scholarship, I'll give it to you, polish it on that cherish every moment like slavery was just abolished. Chicken alcoholic, nah, I'm Sativa's soul sister. Pledge allegiance to freedom, my head and my fist up.
Who said we were lost what makes him sure. Never been here before, so I'll never be the girl that I was. See, I'll never use the past as a crutch. Seems like right now might really be all that I got. Currency right now is my dreams, my love, my art. Can I live? Can I live? Can I live? Can I live? Just live with me. All I wanna do is, I'm just saying, all I'm trying to do is live, yeah. Fear, self-doubt, and self-deprecate. With a heart on my sleeve and a dream to chase. In a world, in a wood, in another time. Deep breath, fresh air, and a crystal sky. And a faithful guy on an open mic. Or with the spotlight on and the bass up bright. Is it too much to ask for?